welcome to Petrel Cove. I've been here many times before. I came here to concentrate on some abstract rock features, but unfortunately there's zero light. You can see the rain's about to come in, so I thought I'd try and concentrate on the wider atmosphere instead, the wider environment. So here I am, and I better hurry up because the rain clouds are coming up very quickly behind you. So I've set up for my first shot using this beautiful like dinosaur razorback rock pointing out to the island. And what I need to do is I'm going to throw on some grads and get a longer exposure, longer than we've currently got anyway. I'm just going to adjust the polarizer, and I think that should do us. I've took the glare off those rocks, and yeah, let's throw some filters at this and see what we can create. Ooh. Right, we don't want rain to stop play, so let's get a move on. And let's throw a soft grad on. Because in camera I want to try and accentuate those beautiful moody clouds. So let me just make this safe. There we go. Okay. Oh, and I've got to be careful. The rock I'm on actually shifts. There we go. So let's put our grad in, and already just look at that magnificent cloud. Beautiful. Okay, so let's come all the way down for our ISO. We're at f10. I'm going to push this up to f16. Let's open up that a little bit. Our shutter speed. Okay, so down to about 1/4 of a second. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to focus stack, and then I can play around with the shutter speed to my heart's content once I've got these rocks front to back. So let me just take this, moving up a couple of steps at a time. So f16, we should have that, and I'll do the island, and we've got some nice white water then as well, so which is quite lucky. Nice. Okay. Happy with that. We're at 1 second. So I know if I throw a 6-stop on, that will give me a 1 minute exposure. So I'm just going to shift my soft grad to the very end. I'll do that in a sec actually. Let's get our 6-stop in. There we go. Now I can put my soft grad back in. There we go. It's about there, or thereabouts. So we should be able to get a minute exposure now. So what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to lock the focus. Notice I put myself into shutter priority. That really does help me gain focus because it takes care of everything and gives me, if it can, an exposed image. And now I'll put this back down to manual, and 1 minute. There we go. You'll probably notice that unfortunately I haven't got my wellies on, so I have to be quite careful, otherwise we will get wet. Now this works, this lower composition here, so let's get in here and get a bit lower. I think we're going to go portrait for this one. Okay. Flip all our filters. Let's set this composition up just like this. I do love that sky. I also love this foreground. Now there we go, let's darken that sky, that water. Now if you notice, whoops, let me try and get the other side of this composition so I can see you, or you can see me, rather than me talking to you back. You may notice here that that we're level, but I've maintained a gap just there between that island and the top of these crags. So the first thing as ever we're going to do, I'm going to whip out these NDs just for the moment and come all the way down, and you can see those coloured boulders at the bottom. Unfortunately, let's see if we can get them all in. There we go. There we go. Nice. And let's focus stack as we go. I can probably come down to 100. There we go. So let's do our focus stack. And that's so I've got the rocks all nice and sharp. Rafi, stay. You're coming into shot. And this is beautiful. What I might be tempted to do here is actually to do a vertical panorama and get some of that sky in. So I think I'll do that now. But I really want a long exposure, a 1 minute exposure. Here's some water though. There we go. Let's get some water in there. Rafi, out. Out. Good boy. It makes a big difference, that water coming in all white. Nice. Let's throw these back in. We knew we had a minute before, so let's see what we can get this time. I will throw it into shutter priority to make sure that we can, again, lock our focus. Just about there. Out, Raf, out. And okay. Let's go back to manual. Now, it was at ISO 200 if I remember correctly. Before, we'll do 250 this time. We'll go for 1 minute. And I'm going to try and throw him another rock. I saved one from before, didn't I? So I knew you'd come back. There you go. There we go. And yeah, we'll do 2 1-minute exposures. I'll do this one. I'm going to raise it by about a third and then do a second one to capture some of this sky. And because it's soft and I think it's moving left to right, we should be good to blend. So fingers crossed, that's how it works. So yes, today I came down with the intention of doing abstracts and doing little intimate shots in the rocks, and the forecast wasn't for any heavy cloud, so I expected the light to still be here to give me some contrast and some shadow and light. But unfortunately these rain clouds have rolled in and they put paid to that. So let's shift along and see what we can find over to our left. And I'm just going to, before we do that, shift from portrait to landscape, because I feel there's a better grip somehow on the camera in landscape. I don't know why. But yeah, there we go. So we'll make our way over there to the left and see what we can get over there. So the rocks out here are almost like a crown of thorns in the surf. So let's just very gingerly make our way out. And the key thing about this will be keeping the composition even. There we go, and keeping that island again in the center. So first things first, we always check our polarizer. and you see full glare and no glare. Aye, beautiful. Okay, so we're at the full 20 mil. While we've got the opportunity, I'm just removing these ND grads for the moment. One, because it's getting darker, not sure what I'm going to do, but two, it really looks good. That white water coming in really does look good. So I'm going to focus in the middle. I'm just going to, as you can see, I'm just going to adjust our composition. There we go. Get that water in a second, so let's bring our ISO down. Let's bring our shutter speed up. I want about a second. There we go. And again, come on. Lovely. So I'm just checking around where Rafi is, and he's sitting patiently with a stone in his mouth. So I think he's waiting for me to go over and throw it. I think I'll do just that. I was going to say we were lucky, but now the rain has come back in. And it's coming. Okay. Okay. We managed to nail that one before that rain came in. So let's just retreat a little bit. That light over there is beautiful. We've got to capture that. So I'm probably going to have to shift a touch. We'll find somewhere now. Hopefully the rain will allow us. I'm going to use a tripod to help balance me. There we go. Well, my shoes are wet now, soaked, so I can call myself a proper seascape photographer now. Okie dokie. Whoops, it's very slippy indeed. Let's, well, we got that light. There we go. Okay. Whew. Well, you can see what I've done here. I'm just going to put a second grad on to help tame that sky. I'm going to focus stack. Probably have to take that ND grad out first. So I'm going to come, oops, I'm going to come all the way down. Give it 100. I'm going to come down to be able to focus stack. There we go, come on, 6 stop. Out we come. There we go. Okay. What have we got? Oh. Okay. Oh. I want about a second, 2 seconds actually. 1.5. 1.5 seconds. No, I'm gonna go for 2. I want a bit more. One and a half. I just want to up those shadows a little bit. So let me just quickly focus stack. Whoop. And actually, I'm going to adjust. Start again. So I've readjusted that composition. There we go. Let's go there. And I've got that pinnacle you can see sticking up in the air, almost in the middle. I may crop this so that it is, but what was important was that I got the island, which is catching some beautiful light at the moment. There we go. And I wanted some of the water coming here, the bottom right hand corner. So we'll get this one coming in. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. What a fantastic evening this is. We're probably going to not get much more out of here today because the sun's dropping quickly behind the headland behind you, which I suspect will snuff out any more light and colour coming this way. But we'll hang around and we'll see what we get. This is a huge drop here. I think we managed it. Oh yes, we've managed it. Oh nice, okay. Now this is nice. Okay. And my feet, I'm underwater. Well, I'm already here now. So there's not much else I can do. Just grin and bear it. Okay. There we go. Out that Raff. Out. Come on. Out of there. No. Raffy. Out. You have to get out now. Out. You're right in my shot. Come on. Out. Out. That's a good boy. Stay out. Okay. Right, this one very quickly going to have to remove this grad because we need shorter exposures. Whoops, and I felt that shift. There we go. Okay. See what we've got here. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the rocks that we can see under the water here. So let me just focus in on those. Make sure we're, there we go. Let's get those. Let's focus stack. But I do love the clear part of this composition. And the sky is colouring up beautifully for us. So that's done. And what I really want now is a couple of nice waves, some white water. But we'll have to see if we get that. Looks like we did. Beautiful. And there's a big one, so I don't mind getting wet feet for this one. Catch it coming in. That's the one. That is the one. I'm just going to double check that. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. Wonderful. Okay. And that colour's now starting to fade quite quickly. You can see it's going now. So yes, thanks for joining me here, Petrel Cove. I've had an awesome time battling the elements. That's what it's been. No light, claggy sky, no real interest anywhere. Then the rain happened, and then the sky lit up for us in the last minute. So, all in all, fantastic afternoon out. So, thank you as ever for joining me. Wherever you are, please look after yourself, your loved ones, and until next time, see ya.